Good morning, everybody. This is Len, half of the Potter's Pickers. I want to make a video this morning about how to package your items for shipment. Now, it's been a busy week for us. We are shipping probably 6 to 8 items a day, and I already have some stuff ready to go here. Here I have a vintage Bugle Boy men's shirt that sold for 15 bucks. Pardon me for the interruption. Let me silence my phone so that doesn't happen again. So I have that. I have, this is a vintage jewelry box. All right. And no, I'm sorry, that's not a jewelry box. This is 2 PlayStation 2 DualShock controllers. And this is a small jewelry box that just sold overnight. So I have all of these packaged for shipment. And one thing that I want to encourage you, over package. All right. Whatever you think is sufficient probably isn't. And I'll tell you why. Let me just set these aside for a second here. Whatever you think is sufficient for shipping, whatever it is, you know, clothes, shoes, stuff like that, you don't have to be too worried about. But a lot of what we sell is breakable, okay? And right now, I'm doing 4 of these vintage anchor hocking stackable mugs. And I've started on 2 of them. And I want to show you how I'm going to package these and what I'm going to do to ensure they get there safely. I have a philosophy, guys, and it's very simple. If you're not comfortable throwing your package across the room without it getting broken, it's not ready for shipment. So package in such a way that you're comfortable throwing it across the room. Now, last week I was at I applied for part-time work at UPS packing trucks for the holidays, just to have a little extra scratch coming in and stuff. And the hours were very favorable. So I was like, yeah, I'll give that a try. So I went in for a tour and I was horrified by the way these people are handling the packages. These trucks are just backed up on both sides of a belt. There's people on both sides of it. They're scanning, tossing, scanning, tossing, scanning, tossing. There is no care being given to your package. No one's looking at the fragile stamp or whatever on there. They just get it in your mind. They do not care about your package. They don't, because you're responsible to make sure that it's packaged properly. And that's the truth. If your customer gets something that's broken, they're not going to hold the USPS, UPS, or FedEx responsible for it. They're going to say you should have packaged it better. So we have to take responsibility for that. So I'm going to show you what I've got going on here, show you exactly what I am doing with these 4 mugs and how I'm going to do it. First thing, I'm sending these priority. So I have my 12 by 12 by 8 priority box. And what I have in the bottom of this box is 2 sheets of large bubble wrap right at the bottom. I'm going to have those right at the bottom. And so right away, I'm adding a layer of protection to them. I also add a letter. I have a letter in my business card. I encourage customers to leave me feedback and to, if there is an issue, to contact me before opening a case with eBay. So I'm going to fold up this letter and I'm going to stick it inside of one of the coffee mugs with our business card so that they can indeed follow up and get a hold of us. We're a business. And we want people to know we are a business, that they're not just buying from somebody who had stuff at a garage sale that wouldn't sell. We're not hobbyists. This is our lifestyle and our career. So we want people to know that. And so we enclose this letter with our business card so that they know that we are a legitimate business. Now, I'm going to bring the camera down to the table level here so you can hopefully see what I've got going on, okay? Right now, what I have is one of the cups that I have wrapped in cardboard, okay? And I've started 2 of them this way. And then I have these 2 here, Okay, so what I've done, let me just set these aside for a second. What I've done is I have cut cardboard to the approximate height of the cup. What I'm going to do is lay the cup on there pretty much in the middle, and what the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it right at the handle. Very important to protect that handle. And I'm just going to wrap the rest of it around like this. I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to tape it up and secure it. Set it aside. Do it with number 2. Okay? Same thing. Protecting that handle. That's the most vulnerable part. Obviously, it's the most vulnerable part of the of your glass, of your cup, mug. Now, a lot of people talk about coffee mugs. Do they really sell? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you that I bought a lot of mugs because I thought the YouTube videos I was watching, people are like, you know, a lot of the how to start on YouTube videos, people talked a lot about coffee mugs. I will tell you those days have passed. I have a wall full of coffee mugs over here. And if I sell one every 6 weeks, I'm lucky. Okay. So this is the first set of coffee mugs I've sold in about 2 months. So don't go crazy buying coffee mugs. Okay. Unless you see like a Starbucks with the cityscape on it, I wouldn't bother. It's not worth the time. That's just my thought. So people may disagree with me. Now, my next step is bubble wrap. I'm a little concerned because I'm very low on bubble wrap. I'm the small bubble wrap anyways. But basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take what I've done here and I'm going to make a couple of loops around. Where's my seam here? This bubble wrap, they seam it so that you can make a good tear on it. And I'm going to wrap this up for extra added protection. I tape at the bottom. And the rest I'm going to stuff inside the mug as such. I'm just going to run tape over the top there. Very safe and secure by itself. But remember, this is going to be bouncing around inside of a box with 3 other mugs. Okay, so set that one aside. That's done. It's exactly what I was afraid of. I am out of my small bubble wrap. So that's going to be an issue. We'll have to consider alternatives other than running to Office Max and buying new bubble wrap. But in the meantime, I have enough to do one more mug, and I'm going to do just that. So I'm going to wrap it up here, just like I did the last one. Tape it up. And I know these videos are long, you guys. I just don't want any stone to be left unturned, okay? So that's kind of the deal with it. I want to make sure that I'm not leaving any stones unturned. And I think that a video like this, it's like, look, packing shirts is easy. You can do poly mailers, bubble mailers, clothes, shoes, stuff like that are super easy, guys. But, and you don't have to worry about things getting, like, the worst thing you have to worry about is stuff getting wet if you're sending clothes and it's left out in the rain. So poly mailers and stuff like that are important. All right, I'm going to have to use one of my big things of bubble wrap here, which is fine. I mean, obviously, this will protect the mug clearly, and I talked about over packaging. This is over packaging right here. In fact, I may have to consider an alternative, but I think I can do this. Notice I'm putting the seam on the opposite side of where the handle is, right? I have the corner mug right over these big bubbles, and that's not by accident. That is very much how I want it. So, oops, that's not good footage. So there we go. There's another one done. Look at that. That thing is protected, no doubt about it. I have this other one. I put my letter inside of it so as to ensure that the person receiving it will find it. So what I'm doing with this piece, this is about a 12 by 12 inch sheet. I am laying down the handle again in such a way that it is receiving maximal protection. Maximal protection. That's what it's about. Okay, so here's another one done. So I kind of have a couple of different things going on here where my mugs are concerned. And here's the thing, someone's going to open up this box when they receive it, and you know what, I might just rewrap these with this bigger bubble wrap. Let me just see how it fits in the box here. Oh, that's a thing of beauty, actually. Yeah. 1 second. I'm going to go grab 2 more of those sheets because that's the better way by far. Oh, yeah, this is excellent. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, here I have more of these sheets. I'm going to double bubble this. So, here's the thing, guys. Someone's going to open this box, and they're going to see this well-packaged, well-protected. Like, okay, this is a seller who really wanted to make sure I got my item in one piece. It's over-packaged. You will never get dinged on your reviews, on your feedback for over packaging. I have 100% feedback with about 208 feedback so far, and almost all of my feedback is related to the speed and security of my shipping. Okay, so I start the description of every single one of my every listing I have starts with this line: check our feedback. We ship quickly and package securely. And I'm sorry, it sounds like I'm making balloon animals here as I do this. So I realize it's probably a bit of a distraction. And I'm trying to do this with a little bit of speed so this video isn't 15 minutes long, but it's probably going to be. So here is my last mug. And I have a spot right here. I can cut this sheet down. Putting the handle down at the most protected aspect of it. Grab my tape. Oh, I lost the edge of my tape. There it is. Okay. Don't go cheap with packaging tape, you guys. It'll frustrate you. We just finally, after going with cheap, like Goodwill packaging tape and being very, very frustrated with it, we just step up and get the Scotch brand. It's just better. It just is. So So here we go. Mug number 4. Oh, of course. Now my battery is dying. So let me finish this tape and I'll grab my power cord and plug in here. Streaming live video really chews your battery life out. So here we go, guys. Let me pull this back up here. Get that back in focus. Okay, excellent. So here are, 4-inch coffee mugs that are now bigger than a softball. And these things, super secure. I'm actually really happy that I ran out of bubble wrap because I know now this is a better way. And that's, we kind of learned together here. So because I had been using layers and layers of small bubble wrap. Now, I have this box in which to put these 4 mugs. And look at here. It just so happens, you guys. It just so happens to be a perfect fit, but not perfect enough. One thing I love is packing peanuts. I don't like buying them though because they're crazy expensive. Sometimes you find them in thrift stores. You'll find a garbage bag for a couple of bucks. I get mine out of a recycling dumpster, just like this. I mean, they just put them all in a nice bag, throw them in the dumpster, and it's like they're just waiting for me. So you don't have to spend money on this. You can be a little resourceful, but I'm just going to fill this with packaging peanuts just to fill the voids to make sure that there's no shifting within the box during shipment. That is what we do not want. We don't want things shifting and moving around while it's in transit. In fact, I'm going to grab a piece of large bubble wrap just to layer the bottom of the box. I want to have a good soft foundation for the bottom of my box here. So I have, there's the camera. I have a nice man, this is crazy. I'm selling stuff like crazy. I've sold 2 things since this hangout started. A pair of shoes and now actually 2 pair of shoes. So that makes Daddy happy. So all right. Here, let me show you what I've done here, okay? I want to make sure it's perfectly clear what I've done. See the layer of bubble wrap? I have it coming up the sides of the box and lining the bottom. Okay, so there's 2 of the mugs. And I'm just going to stick them in there. Number 3. Sorry, you don't need to see my dirty floor. Number 4. Oh, and say hi to Barbara. Hi, Barbara. They named the mannequin heads. I didn't name them. Okay, so I'm not the creep. Maybe I am, but that's not why. So, all right, and so now I'm just going to dump a little bit of packaging peanuts in here just to fill the voids in. And it doesn't take much. Maybe I have a very minuscule amount of packaging peanuts in here. A little goes a long way. And here's the thing. I don't want someone to receive any item that I get, even if I send a pair of shoes, if the box is oversized, I don't want the shoes going chunk, 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 chunk inside because it just seems like they're unsecure, okay? So I want my customers to know that everything that they've been sent is very nice and secure. So now I'm gonna close up my box here. Here's what it looks like, all right? Here's the final look here. And so now I just have to seal it. Where'd my tape go? There you are. I ran one across the top just to hold the box closed so that I can run one across the seam. Like so. All right. So there you see that. Now here's another thing that I do that maybe some people don't. But I'm going to kind of change my camera angle here. So you're sort of looking up at my, sorry if you're staring at my nose. Here, let me just back this up because I want a good angle. I really want to show you what it is I'm doing here. I want to protect this seam. Here's the thing. If you're not home, the USPS is going to leave this on your front door. And if it's raining out, they don't care. So I'm going to run a piece of tape across here, and I'm going to give it a little bit of an overrun on each side. See? And then I bring it down on the corners. And this is kind of like like wrapping a Christmas present. I just bring these down around. And so this box is basically going to have to get waterlogged for anything inside to get wet. Now, is this important for coffee mugs? No, not particularly. But I don't care because I want my customers to know that I've packaged this because I really want you to get your item in one piece, get it fast, and so that you are happy. I want you happy with your purchase. So think of this, okay? The box is really your first impression. This package, the way it's boxed, is the first impression your customer gets of you. They're going to get other impressions. Sure, first they're going to see that your listing is professional, that you have good feedback, so they have that impression, and that's probably part of the reason that they bought from you. You described it well. Your pictures painted a picture of exactly what it is that they're getting, and so that's an impression that you've left. Now it ships, okay? They get an alert on their mobile device or on their email or whatever that says the item shipped. Well, how long did it take from the time they purchased it to the time you shipped it? Guys, there's no reason not to send this box within 24 hours. And if you can do it the same day, that's great. Why? I'm leaving a good impression with the customer. So important to leave that great impression with your customer. They get home and their box is sitting on their door, and it is intact and great shape, and there's another impression that you've left with the customer. And then they open it up and they see that it's exactly what the listing said it was. It's exactly what the picture said. So it's all of this leads to good feedback. All right, ultimately, if you're going to do this for any period of time, you want to be that top-rated power seller because it's going to increase your sales and it's going to reduce your final value fees. There it is. Finished. Done. So yeah, that's it, you guys. And I can tell you right now, I would throw this across the room all day long. I'm not going to. But I know I can entrust this to the post office to not utterly and completely destroy it. No, I mean, they would have to be really abusive to this box to damage the glassware inside. So I can do that with confidence. Now, I want to show you what I sold while I'm sitting here, because this is like the excitement of doing eBay. This is what I love about eBay, is like you'll be just going about your business and all of a sudden, cha-ching, it goes off, and it's awesome. It's really fun. So I sold 2 pair of shoes while I'm sitting here. One is I sold a pair of women's Nike canvas shoes for $29. The other one is, nope, that's not it. The other one is I have sold a pair of green Chuck Taylor Converse All-Stars that have, oh, you know what? Look at this. They're sitting right here because I just listed these the other night. I sold these for 20 bucks. Probably should have gotten more out of them, reality, but the fact is they're sold, they're out of inventory, and it's money in my pocket. And that is really all I care about. So yeah, so that's been my morning, is packing, shipping. I have to now go upstairs. I have to weigh everything, and I have to print labels for stuff. I have to pack up these 2 pair of shoes now. So exciting morning, really exciting morning. And I'm really glad to share what little bit of knowledge I have with you. I hope it blesses you. And I ask that you would please share this video, that you would leave feedback, positive or negative. You know, let me know. Let me know how I'm doing. If you disagree with anything that I've done or said here, let me know. And subscribe to my channel. Help me grow. I appreciate you guys very much. And God bless. Bye-bye.